All right, so I just finished the run. I went out into my trail, and this is my first time being on it this year. Time was very slow, 44 minutes, but I I don't even really think it's that accurate, but that's okay. You know, there's a lot of things I've been wondering why, and I've sort of I've resolved to say that there are things I'm not going to know the reason why. And there are going to be questions that I won't get answers for. But the most important question that I have to face is, what am I doing right now? And how do I improve my situation with the knowledge that I have? Because I wonder why I wasn't told certain things. I wonder why I was treated certain ways by family. I wonder why my father did this right but messed up on that. I wonder why the house wasn't paid for the length of time that they lived there. What happened? And I'll never get the answer to that, because the person who I want to ask that question to is dead. So I'm not going to get the answer to that. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do about the things that are under my control. And I have to say that this jogging outside again and just working out was a mood booster. I did the whole distance. It was slow. I went slow, but my experience tells me that, you know, speed comes. If you're jogging slow, the speed comes as you do it. But old injuries are sort of rearing their head again. Like my left foot is hurting again, and it didn't really hurt that much on the treadmill, because I think that treadmill has more absorbency on it, and you know, out here the concrete is hard, it doesn't give away, even though I don't run really hard on my feet. I think that weight from my weight on my feet, especially me being a heavier weight now, and I'm back to a heavier weight, and that heavier weight affects your ability to run. And I really don't like that, but it's true. You know, heavier weight affects your ability to run. But I was able to go the distance, but I'm going to try and focus more on the treadmill, even though I personally feel like outdoors is better. But it is irritating my foot, and it's like waking up old things that I kind of didn't really know it's going away with my foot. But I did do the run, 61 degrees. If it's 60 degrees or something like that, I'll go out and run. If you've seen in my previous vlogs, when I run 40 degree weather, 43, 50, really rough on the lungs, and I've proven to myself that I can do it, so I don't have to keep going back and doing it. The only thing I really have to prove to myself this year is if I can lose 60 pounds and get to 210 pounds. And I hope that with this new health insurance that I paid my premium for, I can get some medical help and some medical advice on a consistent basis to really iron it out and take care of myself better this year. I can't say about next year, but this year it's really good. So I hope that works. Well, I believe it'll work. So definitely the run helped. I did this, and you know, I have a long way to go. I have a lot of things to fix, a lot of mental things I got to fix and deal with on my own, because there's a lot of unsettled things mentally that I will be tackling, and I'm going to head it face on. Well, I'm learning. I'm on the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I'm doing that. I take it very seriously, and I'm trying to say, I'm sharing the message with my friends. But those who listen, all I can do is say it and say, hey, here's some very important information that's going to affect you 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Financial stuff that I wasn't taught. That I wonder why I wasn't taught. Because that original plan in that book was around in 96. I was 14. Imagine how my life would have changed if I had someone to sit down with me and say, hey man, I want you to be better off in 20 years from now, or whatever, what you're doing, follow these guidelines. No one did that. And it wasn't under my control as a child, but now as an adult, I know what the information is, and I'm going to make sacrifices to make that happen. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm done talking. That's my workout vlog. I'll see you on the next one.